This is lesson 5 for course 1, order of operations part 1. So when we're looking at the order of operations, what we're looking at is in what order do you do a question? So if we have 18 minus 6 minus 3, all we're doing is moving from the left and going to the right. So we do 18 minus 6, which is 12, and then we would do minus 3, which would give us 9. And this would then be our answer. Now this changes if we start putting in things like parentheses. So what a parentheses is it looks like this. So we have 18 minus parentheses, 6 minus 3 parentheses. So these are parentheses. The parentheses tell you, do this one first. Okay, that's what they say. They say, do me first, do me first. So what we're going to do is we're going to do 6 minus 3 first. So 6 minus 3 is 3. Now we do 18 minus 3. 18 minus 3 is 15. As you can see, we've gotten two very different answers. These parentheses make a difference. Okay, when we didn't have them, we had 9. When we do have them, we have 15. So you need to pay attention that if it has a parentheses in the question, you must do this first. Okay, that's what they say. Do me first, do me first. That's what the parentheses always say. Now, we can move into doing the same thing for addition, multiplication, and division as well. So if we have the question, 24 divided by 6 multiplied by 2. Okay, now as normal, what we would have to do is we can't really start from the left and move our way to the right because we don't know what we're dividing by yet. So we need to solve our multiplication first. So we would solve 6 times 2, which is 12, and then we would do our division and go to 24 divided by 12, which would give us 2. So in situations like this, you have to figure this one out before you can do your full piece. Now again, if we had put parentheses in, and let's look at the parentheses actually really help us out here because the parentheses remind us that we need to do the multiplication first. Okay, this is where parentheses really come in handy, is they do tell us what do you need to do first. So now the parentheses tell us you need to do 6 multiplied by 2 first before you divide 24 by whatever this is. Again, parentheses, do me first. Let's take a look at just division. So when you're doing division, again, let's look at the division like this. We have 18 divided by parentheses 6 divided by 3 parentheses. Okay, so because we have these parentheses, we have to do this operation first. So we're going to do 6 divided by 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2, because remember our connection between multiplication and division. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 divided by 3 is 2, or 6 divided by 2 is 3. So 6 divided by 3 is 2, which means we're now dividing 18 by 2 because our parentheses have told us what to do first. So 18 divided by 2 is, let's do it together, 18 divided by 2. Well, I need to figure out how many times 2 goes into 18, and 2 goes into 18 9 times because 2 times 9 is 18. And I have now solved my problem. 18 divided by parentheses 6 divided by 3 parentheses is 9. Now, when you're using order of operations and you're looking at parentheses, something else comes up quite commonly, and it's called the associative property. So what the associative property is if I have parentheses 2 add 3, parentheses add 4, it is the exact same as 2, add parentheses, 3, add 4. Okay, those are the same thing. Because I'm using addition, so it only works because addition is all through, okay? And so it doesn't matter in this case where the parentheses go, okay? I could do it as long as I'm using the same numbers and I'm using the same symbol, addition, it will work. That is the associative property, okay? As I can switch these numbers all over the place, and as long as I still have 2, 3, and 4 on both sides using addition, doesn't matter where my parentheses are, I will still get the same number. Now this also works for multiplication. I can do 2 multiplied by 3, parentheses, multiplied by 4, is equal to 2 multiplied by parentheses, 3 multiplied by 4 parentheses. Again, because these are all multiplication and all the same numbers, the associative property still works. Okay, I can flip them all over the place and put the parentheses wherever I want, and it will still work the same way. I will still get the same answer. Now, I cannot do this for subtraction and division. Okay, it does not work. The associative property only works with addition and multiplication, and it only works if all the numbers are the same on both sides. So that is order of operations, part 1. Remember, this is associative property. Parentheses say do this first. And otherwise, you are moving from left to right, just like you read.